Good afternoon. Doc Campos here. The Mānoa Political Internship program is available to all University of Hawaii juniors and seniors, sometimes sophomores, with a 3.0 GPA or better. MPIN offers a rare opportunity to work at the top levels of government, immersing you in intense public service. You'll be placed in the congressional offices of Washington, D.C., or the legislative and judicial offices of Honolulu, where you'll work between 10 to 40 hours per week while earning 3 to 12 academic credits. Each of our programs include stipends to cover course credits and more in the case of Washington, D.C. I won't burden you with too many details because today we're talking with the fall 2023 Mānoa Political Internship cohort. Hopefully their experience will motivate you to apply and take advantage of this incredible opportunity. First, Maria Katrina, introduce yourself and tell us why you decided to apply.
Hi everyone, my name is Maria Katrina. I am interning at the Office of Public Defenders, and career-wise, I've always wanted to be an attorney. But the reason why I wanted to intern um, for this semester is because I wanted to know for sure if that's the path I would want to take in the future, having like firsthand experience. And my experience at the public defender's office really just gave me assurance that yes, that is one thing that I really want to pursue in life. Um, the people that I work with, they were great people. Um, Public defenders, they kind of have this like reputations that maybe they're free lawyers, they're not like they don't do their best, like they just go through like each clients to finish. But no, that wasn't the thing. Every attorney were very passionate about helping people, helping the people who couldn't afford a private attorney. And I think that was like very fruitful. And this is one thing I want to do in life.
Savannah, tell us about your experience.
Hi, I'm Savannah. I was interning at the prosecutor's office. And if I'm going to be honest, I feel like I had kind of an interesting experience because I have switched my major three total times. I have gone down a lot of potential career paths that I thought I wanted to do. And I ended up taking, a class going over kind of different law, and I really fell in love with it. And so I ended up diving a ton into, Indigenous policy and law, and immediately thought that I wanted to go to law school and stay in that realm, which is definitely still an option. But after my experience here, I think it's really kind of opened up my eyes to a lot of different, areas of the law that still, heavily need people. And open my eyes to a couple of things that maybe I'm a little bit more passionate about as well. Um, and I think doing this internship really solidified my love and passion for helping people and wanting to, pursue a career in law.
Jack, say hello.
Hi, everyone. My name is Jack Driggers, and I was interning in Senator Schatz's DC office. So I'm currently studying economics and political science, and I know that I want to do something related to public policy. And when I saw that this program was available, I applied for it because, oh my gosh, what a great opportunity, first of all. Second of all, it would also, interning on the Hill would and has given me the opportunity to understand a bit more what it's like. And I think it's been a very valuable experience. And it's helped me learn that while I don't necessarily want to work on the Hill, I do want to work in related fields, whether that be federal agencies or in consulting related to federal agencies, helping people implement certain policy things, or on committees, for example, which is slightly different than working in a personal office. Um, I think that it was a really great experience, and I just don't see myself doing it in the long term, is my approach. Because, oh my gosh, I learned so much and it was so interesting. But the run, 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 go, go, go pace is not something that would be particularly sustainable for me.
Mitchell, tell us about your career path and how this has fit in.
Hi, my name is Mitchell. I'm interning for the Office of the Lieutenant Governor. So I came in with a career path of being in public policy making because I wanted to be a part of, when laws are created, it affects me. So I want to be a part of that process. And I also wanted to have my voice. And it's so important because in this office, I got to work on initiatives such as like Ready Keiki, and I learned about preschool expansion and all of those access that are important to the public. And at the same time, for the past, I would say like since COVID, we've been seeing like a lot of corruption things in the news. So being in this office allowed me to see how democracy does work and how, justice is served at the end of the day, no matter which branch you're in.
Sophia, where did you intern and what did you learn about yourself?
I'm Sophia. I interned at the governor's office, specifically the constituent services team. And going into this, I knew that I really was fascinated with public policy and, kind of the day-to-day, what was going on with within, government and all of that. But I think coming out of it though, like Jack was saying, I think just the sustainability would just not be, I think it's not for me. I think it's a lot of fast pace, a lot of media too as well, like PR stuff that I think definitely was something that at least I've learned throughout this experience was a huge thing that I think impacted a lot of not just myself, but a lot of the actual full-time employees there as well. But those, they really do enjoy the job. And I I think just for me coming out of this experience, I've learned I lean towards more of a kind of a local, more like Jack was saying, committee level kind of stuff where I think I like enjoy the community outreach a little bit more. And I think that was a very important revelation that I had throughout this experience. I know that there is still some level of community outreach through constituent services, but it just didn't feel completely direct or as authentic as I felt like it could have been. So that's what I would take out of this.
Aiden, how was your transition from the state level to the federal?
My name's Aiden Waldrop, and I interned at the office of Congresswoman Jill Takuda. So before the internship, I originally planned on immediately outside college to work at the state legislature. So I've been working at the state legislature for about 2 years now, and a lot of it has been administrative, constituent services, things like that. So when I went and interned for Rep Takuda, I was exposed to a lot of legislative work, and I got to work on legislative and policy stuff regarding my interest areas, which is agriculture, conservation. So stuff like that, it really, I guess, ignited a passion in me to get into policy making more, away from the administrative constituent services stuff. So now I'm reconsidering my near future, and instead of doing the normal office work at the state legislature, pursue policy regarding agriculture, conservation, either on the state level or even on the Hill. I really enjoyed the fast paced environment of the Hill, and I think that just not even being at the Capitol, being near it, at federal agencies, in the private sector, stuff like that. It's a great way to make connections and build a good foundation for your career. So yeah, now I'm considering public policy a lot more than what I was planning on doing before. So
Tulabel, you have lots of experience. How did this contribute to that?
Hi, my name is Tulabel Roderick. I'm an intern in the Lieutenant Governor Sylvia Luke's office. So throughout college, I've kind of been dipping my toe in various like career choices that are related to poli-sci or history, which are my two majors. So last year I did an internship for a lobbyist organization, and it was all right, but I learned that that's not where I want to be. And working in the executive, or like kind of feeling like I'm working as like a bureaucrat and working in the background, it was very fulfilling work and I liked it a lot. I liked helping the public. I liked their faces when they got their name changes processed in particular. So that was some very a very fruitful part of the work that I liked. I think specifically I wouldn't want to work professionally in that office permanently, but I do want to work in politics and I just want to continue trying out different jobs until I find one that I really, really match with. Like I definitely want to try out a law internship before I fully decide if I want to go to law school. But I was definitely happy there and I could see myself there long term, but I still want to try out various other options.
Mia, how has IMPIN reinforced your passions?
Hi everyone, my name is Mia Ogata. I interned at Senator Hirono's DC office. But I think going into this was like my first ever like professional internship. Um, and I've never really had experience working in an office setting like this, let alone also working with legislation and policy. But I think I knew I had like issues that I was passionate about, but this kind of redirected what type of policy I think I'd want to focus on in the future. Like I really ended up liking education and family policy. Those became something I was really passionate about, and I got to learn more about in her office because she really cares about those pieces of legislation. But I think I before I really thought that when I majored in political science, I initially thought that working on like a politician's staff would be really cool. But as it kind of continued school wise for me, I kind of forgot about that. And that went to the back of my mind. And I was leaning more towards going into academia later on. But I think this internship definitely did change my mind. And I think I'd want to could see myself working up at like staffing a politician maybe on the Hill or even at like the local level too. I thought it was really great. I kind of agreed with Aiden. I actually really liked the fast-paced environment of the Hill. It definitely can be kind of brutal, but it's great for me because I do like a lot of change. I like change. But yeah, so I think I definitely would reconsider like working on the Hill again, at least before I consider going to grad school or law school and working.
Jonah, where did you intern?
I interned at Congressman Ed Case's office in Washington, D.C. And I think that, this internship has been very valuable. And I was able to dip my toes in a lot of areas relating to like legislative research, policy work, and then also just like working with like constituent work. I feel that was like very valuable, and I learned a lot about what people in Hawaii like think about the federal government. I think that was like, and I had mixed various perspectives on that. Some of them really liked what we were doing, others not so much. And so it was like really interesting. And yeah, my thoughts like after this internship is that while working in like a congressman's office or a senator's office, it probably is not in the future for me. It just there are aspects of it that I like, but it's very fast paced, and I'm kind of like with Jack. It's I don't know if that's exactly sustainable for me, but there are aspects of it that I like really like, which is like legislative research and policy research. And I think that one of the best parts of this internship, from the curriculum perspective, was the seminars that we attended with Dr. Nitz. I think it was like in early October. I think that it like opened my eyes to like other professions that I could potentially go into that don't involve like working in a congressional office, like think tanks. Yeah, and I think that would be like a potential career path for me. So at the end of this internship, I pretty much came to the conclusion that while um, uh, working at a congressional office is probably not the path forward, I do want to go back to Washington, D.C. I feel that it has so much to offer, and I can like picture myself living there and working there in the future. So thank you.
Thank you everyone for sharing. We wish you all the best, and we know you'll achieve it through hard work. For those watching, please reach out to us with any questions you have about the Mānoa Political Internship Program. Remember, the application is due March 15th and October 15th every year. Search on Star Scholarships for keywords political internships. Applications include a short but powerful essay, 2 strong letters of recommendation, and the successful completion of interviews with our panel of professors here at UH and with the sponsoring offices. Thanks for watching. Good luck with the application process.